Previously on the Major League Gaming Call of Duty Pro League.
So Rise had their work cut out for them, but fortunately, these guys are pretty solid online. Looney with his broken left hand, still gaming.
And we saw some amazing performances on Rise Nation, especially from Weeds.
You got attached, the man who can always put up big numbers.
Let's go! Very fun about that.
This is Envy. Merc, Formal, JCap, and Nameless came in with a plan.
But really, the guy to watch the entire weekend was Formal.
They may be a favorite to once again finish in the top two.
Go, Matthew, go. Go, Matthew.
The craziness on Twitter over the last 16 hours, let me catch you up. Oh, Karma, arguably the best player in all of Call of Duty, is a free agent. Karma has come to Faze, and Veto has gone to Evil Geniuses, Optic Nation. It seems that everything is paying off. These guys are currently holding on to the number 3 spot in the COD League, challenging for that number 1 position.
Nice, boss. 3v1.
He went logs, he went to your right.
Let's go.
Oh.
Optic Gaming's rise from 11th place in the COD League all the way into our top 6. We saw Optic Gaming decide to make the move from the East Coast over in Chicago to go out to the West Coast.
Every win is crucial, pretty much.
Nice, Proof. Let's go. Huge win.
Let's go, bro! Let's go, bro!
Denial was on a bit of a downward spiral, able to turn it back around in the final 2 weeks.
If Vanquish wins 2 matches this evening, they are in. They are guaranteed a spot in Season 3. But tonight, Noble Vanquish is our squad to watch. They determine their own fate, trying to prevent the push, and I think they've done it, Maeve.
Noble, what an impressive performance from them tonight.
All the players putting in front of the best one. Best two, getting it!
8 MLG teams that qualified.
Here we go, Fizz. They know.
Oh no! Oh my god! Looks like he gets it! Oh Lord fucking!
Look at this
Oh my god!
Wow, man, that gave me a...
It gives you goosebumps.
That's not what I was going to say,
Gives me
but
the
we'll go with that one. Something along those
chills,
lines.
man,
A change in myself did occur, but let's not wait any longer after that hype video. I don't know if I can live up to it talking. So let's jump in and go take a look at Optic Nation, man.
Yeah, Optic Nation vs. Faze, of course, the game. Let's have a look at this Optic Nation lineup and exactly who's going to be playing for that team. Going to kick things off, of course, with the man, the myth, the legend, Ricky. First event, MLG Columbus 2011. He is the AR Slayer, but the key statistic for me here, Fwiz, is look at his dom caps. 4.84. For a guy that's known for slaying, he does a lot of objective baseball.
Yeah, I can't really say anything better than that. He's got a positive KD. He's able to then also play objective. I mean, 4.8 dom caps, and he's still able to bring 3 home in blitz. I mean, that's pretty big.
Impressive.
You got Miracles then. Miracles came onto the scene in MLG Dallas 2013. He won a couple events in a row. I think he was able to string together 3 or 4, including a Call of Duty championship. So
a big one.
For anybody out there, I mean, he touched down on the scene and started winning off the rip. He's going to be your support player. What I like about Miracles is I think, he's a selfless player. He fills a lot of holes for this team. So very talented player, and you need someone like that. And then you've got Killa,
Best S&D player in the world, baby.
the self-proclaimed best S&D player of the world. He's also wildly entertaining for a lot of different reasons. Now, his stats, he kind of falls under the same. He doesn't have necessarily potent stats to back it up. I mean, 1 blitz cap, 2 dom caps, under 1 KD, negative KD, but he knows how to win. He's able to fill those holes for his team, and I think that's really what works. And then Money B. You gotta love Money B.
Oh, of course. First event, MLG Dallas 2013. KD, it's under 1, but again, it doesn't really matter. His first blood ratio in Search and Destroy, 31%. That's pretty big. And you can see he does a lot of the objective work as well. 2.63 dom caps, 2.66 blitz caps as well. And it's worth mentioning a massive thanks to COD Stats for
Stats
all of
great.
these statistics. They're fantastic.
They are.
Love what they do.
And all 3 players, other than Ricky, with an under a 1.0 KD.
It's
so
kind of
something
interesting
to note there, but they still figure out how to win.
Right. It's very weird because this game is very much more a slaying game. But a really interesting stat, which we haven't mentioned, is we have all 4 Call of Duty Black Ops 2 champions in this lineup.
That is true.
All 4 of them.
I actually didn't even think about that.
How cool
Did you
is
think
that?
about that yourself, or was that pre-prepped? It was
Bit of
pre-prepped,
pre-prep.
I thought
Bit
so.
of pre-prep.
You didn't seem as witty to be able to put that together. But good call. But let's take a look at Faze. Fresh off a win at UMG, this team is ready to roll. Karma, after being very outspoken about not wanting to be on EG anymore, was able to kind of broker a deal there that got him on Faze. Veto ultimately went to EG, and EG didn't even place here. So Karma certainly got the better hand there, but Apathy for this team, just an amazing player. He used to be really, like we were talking about earlier, undervalued, underrated. But the cat's out of the bag. Everybody knows this kid can hang, and he's one of the best players.
He could definitely hang. I would put him in one of my top 5 right now, the way he's been playing. And then, of course, Sensor, the captain of Team Faze. You think of the word objective, and this is the face that pops into your mind. He is just through and through objective-based work. Dom caps 3.66, Blitz caps 3.86, S&D ratio negative, normal KD in respawn negative as well. But it just simply doesn't matter. This guy he'll be bomb carrier, he'll do everything you need.
He's a vocal leader. He really kind of can be the glue to this team. Certainly outspoken, whether it's on YouTube or publicly. And then Karma, we were talking about him, arguably the best player in the game. You know, there's a couple people that they can hang, but he definitely has the accolades to back up that claim. He's got a 1.0 KD. He's got 2 rings, and then again, coming off a win here at UMG, they're trying to carry that over the Season 3 playoffs. And the round off this squad is going to be Parasite, a.k.a. Haggy. He can play. He's controversial. He could be tough to have in your lineup because he, too, is very outspoken, very charismatic. But there's one thing that you can't take away from him. The kid can play Call of Duty. He's got a 1.08 KD, and on top of being an SMG Slayer, he's able to get caps on the board for his team in both Domination and Blitz. So Faze, a very, very good team here, and they can pull this one out, no doubt about it.
Oh, without doubt. And just one more key thing to note about Parasite: 37% first blood ratio in Search and Destroy. That is a massive stat. Really helps out in Search. You know, if you can make a 4 versus 3 situation, it becomes very beneficial for you.
That is true.
But this game is going to be so tense because obviously you have 50%, as I said, from world champ teams on either side, and I can personally tell you, neither of them want to lose.
No. Although those 4 original players from that Farico Impact team, they still get along in some capacity.
There's a rivalry.
No doubt about it. They are very vocal with one another in every way, shape, and form, particularly on social media and Twitter. But we were talking earlier about the analyst desk and having an analysis here. We're noobs as far as our Call of Duty knowledge, and we like screaming more than anything. So
loud noises.
We're like, maybe if we bring in people that actually can talk about Call of Duty at a high level, might help out for everybody.
Yeah.
So, between Twitter and Reddit, there was a lot of conversation going on about that. So we've added that into the fold here. On top of that, we are also going to be able to see the veto picks. So as picks come in, we've got a cool little iPad. The captains are going to be able to veto and do it all. You're going to be able to see it on the screen, and we'll have the analysts there to talk about it. But let's send it down there to Maven and Crim6 and TP to see how those guys are doing over at the desk.
All right, and welcome to the first ever MLG COD Analyst Desk here at the new MLG Arena in Columbus. Myself, Maven, going to be joined this weekend, all weekend long, by TP and Krem. Welcome, boys.
Welcome.
How's it going, Maeve?
Fantastic. Great shirt you got there, Krem.
Yes.
Purchased that one fresh this weekend.
He knows.
I got it right over there.
All right, so
MLG apparel.
The best part about this, we've done, as casters, we do some analysis here and there, but having 2 of the best and most knowledgeable players here for the weekend is a big benefit for us and you guys at home. Now, the one thing I want to go through, we've never gone through the map selection process live before. Usually that's done with the refs in the background. You guys don't really get eyes on it. So, TP, to you, could you give us a little background, maybe how that process goes, the ruling, how it all goes through? Is a lot of people at home don't know how it goes down.
Right, pretty simple process. You have 11 maps in the map pool. We need to get that down to a 5 in a best of 5 series. So basically the teams are seeded depending on how they did in the online league. Okay. And the higher seeded team, so closest to 1 gets to pick who gets the veto first. And you just go back and forth, 1, 2, 2, 1, eliminate 6 maps, and you get down to the best of 5.
So you had that pool of 11, got to narrow it down, get rid of 6 of those, left with the best of 5. So, and Krim, real quick, just before we go over to the commissioner here and get started, why is it so important? Why is this such a big part of it? I've heard you talk about it, Aches talk about it, why this process is so big.
So doing map vetoes is such a huge aspect of the mind game.
Yeah.
So basically what teams are playing to do is they don't want to play their worst maps.
Yep.
You can't actually pick the maps you want to play, but so both teams, what you're going to see in the lineup of map pools is you're going to see maps that teams don't mind playing, but they're not the best at it. So so that's what you're going to be seeing this weekend, and I look forward to doing this. And I think that, it's going to be great.
It's fantastic. Again, big part of us limiting the downtime here for you guys and giving you some extra knowledge. So we are going to go over to the commissioner and the player representatives here for Optic Nation and Faze, and we'll get this started. Now, we'll know in a second here. Obviously, you talked about they'll select who goes second. Krim, I know you mentioned that it's kind of beneficial to be that B squad, the second pick that gets those two. We'll get an eye here. So it looks like the first is going to be Faze. They are going to veto S&D Warhawk. So, guys, give me your thoughts here on that one.
Apparently they don't like Warhawk at all. I thought that would be one of their stronger maps. Back when they had Veto on the team, I think that was one of their more favorite maps. So now that they have Karma, they're probably switching around the strategies a little bit. They don't like Warhawk. I think that's a really good choice. I don't think they did very well on it at Nashville.
They didn't play. There was some stuff they didn't play, I don't think, until really like the finals or something. I remember Karma tweeting out a lot about how they won the veto. Now, the next one's going to come out here for Optic Nation. It's going to be S&D Freight. So we will have the two S&Ds, the first to go off here, so we'll be limited down to that. So thoughts here on the second choice?
I definitely think that was a good choice by Optic Nation to veto that, because just Damon, Karma, and Apathy are just so good on that map, especially sniping, and then Apathy. Like, he's got so many corners, so many trains to lander, and he's really good on that map, and I think that is a smart choice by Optic Nation to veto that.
Well, we should have another veto then coming in from Optic Nation here in just a second. When that goes through, we'll be able to discuss that for you. So, yeah, Warhawk getting wiped off the map here early for two of these game types. So, Blitz, Warhawk, thoughts, Team?
Definitely agree with that choice from Nation. Faze is, I would say that's one of their best maps. UMG Nashville, you and I casted a couple maps from Faze, and they were just absolutely
versus Rise. Remember
my gosh.
They were up. Well, they had trouble holding it, though. Remember, I think there was 2 ties. We went to that 3 times versus Rise, but obviously a much different matchup we have here. So now we are going to have 2 picks that are going to go back to Faze. We'll see what the decisions are going to be here for them. Dom on Sovereign. Krem, any thoughts?
I think that's one of those maps that, Faze they're actually good on Octane Doms. Usually a lot of the first Dom vetoes is actually Octane Dom, and Faze, so apparently they...
Well, Parasite, he crushes on Octane in general. From what I matches I catch, he really carries the load there, gets that AR rolling. So we're gonna wait on the next one here, and it looks like it is gonna be Freight Blitz will be the next veto and the last veto. Thoughts, Steve?
That's very interesting to me. A team like Faze, I would think they would want to play a bit of a more Slayer-heavy map on Freight Blitz. Just going off of Nation's last couple performances on land, they haven't been slaying too well. So maybe going into that, they have some different strategies on Octane Blitz that they wanted to bring into play. Interesting choice for me, but they have their own strategies.
All right, well, good stuff there, team. And the last one is going to be Domination on Strike Zone, which will be vetoed by Nation. I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts, but that is such a slay-heavy map. And we're talking about Nation, a team that places top third with negative KDs for all 4 members. I think that one's kind of self-explanatory from these guys.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of confused on the Faze veto, the Freight. It kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah. Nation's vetoing the maps it kind of vetoes into their wheelhouse, I guess I would say.
Well, we do have our 5 maps. We'll get the orders here in a second. So have a little bit of time to chat here about how this is going to play out. So I think number 1's going to be Dom Octane. What do you guys think? Who's that going to go to?
Dom Octane, Faze.
Yeah, we kind of talked about that before, how dominant Parasite can be there. And just their team as a whole plays very, very well on that map.
Yep. I think both teams kind of messed up. I think Faze shouldn't have vetoed Freight Blitz, because I think Optic Nation's going to end up taking Octane Blitz. And I think that, Optic Nation should have vetoed Dom Octane instead. So I think that no matter what, you're looking at this series, it's automatically 1-1.
Well, I mean, you have... So you think the Octane's going to favor...
Octane Dom, Faze is going to win that, and then the Blitz Octane, I think Optic Nation's going to win that.
All right. Well, first time, hey, fun. We're going through the veto process. This map selection, which again you guys don't get to see a lot of, and for me, I don't get to pick the players' brains that frequently live at events because we're casting while this is going on in the background with the refs. But thanks to you guys, we got to see how that broke down, how it played out. But now, players are going to get situated here, get seated, as the process did just finish. They've got to get located here in the booth to get started. We're going to throw it back up to Puckett, who was going to get started. Back up to Fwiz and Benson. Kick this one off.
Dang, he just called you Puckett.
He called you Puckett. Don't try to spin this on me.
I'm just playing.
Oh, dear me. This game is going to be absolutely awesome. And
who do you have winning this one?
So, I have some interesting stats of my own on this one. I actually have Faze taking this. But with the vetoes, that was before I saw the map
right.
selection, the vetoes changed a lot of stuff because interestingly...
You did, wait. You didn't fill out a bracket?
No, I did.
So
but
who
I didn't
did
know
you
the
have
maps.
winning?
I had Faze winning 3-1.
Look at you. I hate these people. March Madness, you stick with the team that you picked. You're like,
But
wow,
then the
Faze
maps
off
do
the
change
veto.
things. The maps do change things because the last time these two teams met on LAN was G3, okay? And FaZe actually 3-1 them back then. And that was a very, very convincing win. I think I was actually casting that game myself. And as well as that, it's worth mentioning, Optic Nation haven't lost a FaZe at all in the COD League.
Right, that's
Not
crazy.
once.
Not
once.
That's crazy. That is insane.
It's ridiculous. And then the S&D statistics as well are even worse for FaZe. Nation, they haven't lost an S&D either against FaZe. So, when you think about it, you hear Crim saying, oh yeah, Optic Nation should take this blitz. If they do that, having not lost a single S&D as well all season long to FaZe, that should give them 3 maps.
There you go. The math has been calculated by Benson. All right, the gospel of Benson. So you're gonna lock that in then? That's it?
I'm gonna say Optic Nation should take this if Crim is correct.
Perfect. Let's take a look at our key player matchups. You've got Apathy going heads up here against Ricky. Now, the stats that you're looking at is just the stats that reflect when these two teams play each other.
Yes.
So this isn't their all-time stats against all teams. This is just when FaZe plays Optic Nation. These are the stats. And you can see how well Ricky caps against the FaZe squad here. I mean, 8 caps with a positive KD. I mean, that's very impressive. So Optic Nation stacking up favorably here in this key player matchup.
It's ridiculous number of caps there from Ricky. Apathy, though, he's still doing work. 3.83, has himself a positive KD, 1.07. And, of course, this is just a key player matchup for the Domination. We have a key player matchup for every single game mode.
And the tweets still coming in for to see who's going to win. I saw it look like 63% looked like it was for Optic Nation. So certainly the green wall showing up in support of Nation here as we're about to kick things off here shortly. The teams are getting ready. And this has been a well-lubricated machine so far.
It has. Everything working out very nicely.
Don't jinx it, though.
I was just about to say thank you for stopping.
Don't jinx it.
Don't want no
off
bad
some
wood.
wood. So tell me, as we're waiting here to get things going, the players are sitting down. We got the vetoes obviously selected. I'm glad we were able to watch that process.
It adds so much to it.
Yes.
I just think it really does, seeing the way the teams are thinking, and then, of course, having 2 world champions down there on the analyst desk.
Yeah, and then
talking everyone through it.
Sensor must have had to use Karma's daughter's jersey because that is a youth XX small.
Yeah, it's...
I honestly I got a little uncomfortable, had trouble breathing up here when I looked at him. So hopefully we can get him a new jersey here in the meantime. I'm going to talk
he loves that jersey. I hope you know that. He is just like head over heels in love with that. That's all he ever wants to wear.
He got a custom tailored cutoff.
Hey, if you've got muscles like that, you're going to want to show them off.
Sure.
I guess. But, going back to the matchup, Optic Nation versus FaZe. I just think with FaZe's win at UMG Nashville, they have just this kind of hype train that they're still going to be on.
Yeah.
And I just think it could potentially allow them to just really pick things up. But
I don't think that's that crazy. Like, it was a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it's not like...
But then I haven't seen that many people playing the game.
No one, I know. That's what we were actually, like, off air, what we were talking about is, like, not many people... outside of their like it played between the UMG and these season 3 matches. So it's obviously there's a new Call of Duty coming. It's kind of part of the nature of the beast, but it does change the dynamic of what we're going to see here. I think that's fair to say, though. Because of that UMG win, they've got a LAN under their belt with this team. They're well orchestrated. That could carry over here.
Although for me, it's all about whether they can stay cool, calm, and collected for FaZe, because we've seen in the past the arguments that have come in sprints in the season. These guys get very vocal. Parasite and Karma. Yeah, this is a duo that won the 2013 Call of Duty World Championship, but at the same time, there was a reason that team broke up in the first place. They do like to have brotherly type arguments, and then of course Sensor, he got involved in some. There was a
I don't even know if those are brotherly.
Do you not think?
I don't know if I ever talked to my brother like that.
Really? Never?
Yeah, I mean, I remember some of the Rico Impact days or some of those arguments.
They got a little bit
throw
interesting.
a little Killa, Miracles, Parasite, Karma in a room. I don't know, man, but all I know is that we are jumping into this game, and I couldn't be more happy about how smooth things are running and us just not wasting time anymore, because that drove me crazy. FaZe has a 50% win rate here on Domination Octane in Season 3. If you don't know how to play Domination by now, I have no idea what to tell you, but there is 3 flags that you're going to control. 5 minutes on both sides. We'll switch it. That's just so you both have a chance at whether there's a favorable side or not. will switch sides at the half. Total points will take the game. And Benson, just so everyone knows, will be driving over here.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So direct all hate towards him when he's not watching.
Well, I'm going to ask you this. Who do you want to kick things off for?
Karma.
The first time ever
Karma.
in the MLG TV arena. We'll kick things off with Team Faze and Karma. Domination Octane is the map. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the action.
And there it is. We've got Karma. He's going to stick back and take care of the home flag. You're going to have one player on each side switching over to Parasite. As he sees somebody trying to cross there, does get some shots in, was able to get an assist as Karma did take out Money B there. And now Parasite looking at the top hotel, doesn't see anybody. Someone has gone over to the other side. He has to know. I don't know if that player got called out, but it seems, though, from an intuition standpoint, Parasite does know somebody is moving close to him as he is controlling this top spot, does try to pick up some shots. Sloppy shooting, does clean him up. That's going to be Embos as Embos gets taken out yet again, and they're just trying to set up here, get some kills so they can take control and grab this B. Nice try, two-piece, trying to pull it off there, not able to, only picks up one. That was Embos yet again.
Fall down.
And now able to take out Killa as Parasite's going to make a move for this B flag.
Yeah, that was really nice waiting, really coming in from Faze. They recognized they just needed to slay, not do anything too overzealous. They got 4 down. You see Parasite just jump on that B flag, making things look easy. And he should be able to pick up another couple of kills. Not going to happen. He does go down.
Hot start, picking up 3 kills as we switch over to Apathy. He's going to see what he can do with the Vector. Since the update, that gun has been the favorable gun by all pro players. They have used it in all of these matches. As now Apathy's going to try to get behind enemy lines there. They do have control of B and C now. He's not going to go for A, but trying to see these players spawn in and pick up some kills. He does have Sensor. Sensor's going to make a push. He gets taken out. That's going to be 2 down for Optic Nation, 1 for Faze. As we're on board with Apathy, here's some of the stats again. You can see that raw slaying power that he does possess, and now he's going to knock the A there, but not grab it. He's going to continue to move through, see if somebody pushes him off the spawn. Backpedaling a little bit. They've got a good setup. No player is going to be able to push into B here, as Apathy going to try to get this A, and not able to as Ricky throws a grenade in and cleans him up. But nice run by Apathy and the Faze squad here, putting points on and applying pressure where they need to.
I loved how patient Apathy was right there. You know, he didn't jump on that flag too soon. He was waiting for his teammates to get 4 down. And Karma was doing a great job slaying down that right-hand side, absolutely taking everybody from Nation straight off spawn. Now they're on board with Sensor, who is actually going to get taken down there by Ricky. Karma still really the player to watch. 8-4, 9-4 with a fantastic headshot right there on Ricky.
And on board here with Karma. Karma is looking around to see if he can pick anybody up. Faze has had great pressure this entire time on the map. He's going to see some player to his right here. No, he doesn't pick him up. That Oracle mode, obviously nice for us that allows the players to be outlined. Certainly not nice for the players that don't have it. Parasite getting taken out. Now Optic Nation making a push, able to neutralize B. Now they weren't able to get the cap there, as they are going to be spawning in, trying to make a move for it. They have 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Only a 16-point deficit. Certainly doable, but you got to think you want to start making some moves here, knock some points off of this Faze squad that's putting them up.
Once again, Nation, they're going to have to play it slow. They know they can't just jump on that B flag with everyone from Faze still up. They need to get some kills, and that's what Killer was trying to do with that AR, but that's going to leave just Miracles alive. And you see there, of course, that yellow icon on the B Domo flag. Miracles knows that there's no point in him running towards B. He's just going to get taken down. Now he's trying to go for some sneaky little flank route. Does pick up 1. That C flag is wide open, but there is a player from Faze actually chasing him down.
And now Miracle's trying to make some moves. He's now backpedaling. He's just all over the place.
He's bamboozling everyone right now.
Just trying to look for some kills and pick them up.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
Got Apathy there. Apathy actually was able to get a shot in it. Picks up a 2-piece, takes out Parasite, and Miracle's making work out of everybody as he was able to even out his KD. Finally taking out Embos, 5 and 10, struggling to get anything going as he gets in a 2v1 situation. Not favorable there, as now they're losing C. Tough times.
Yeah, Ricky was able to actually cap that B flag, though.
He did get it. That was a
congrats
big
to him.
B.
And actually, a trip cap potentially coming in here. This is Killer, who's on the C flag. If he looks towards his right-hand side, he will be able to get a kill. He's going to get challenged.
Oh.
Doesn't get it. Apathy comes out strong and connects with that one. Now the big fight really is going to be on this B flag. Let's have a look at what Ricky's up to. Just needs to defend it for a while. There will be some Faze players pushing towards him. Then one to his right-hand side, goes to the wall bang. Not going to happen, and he does get taken out.
Tough shooting there from Ricky. He was in a good spot there. Wasn't able to get any kills. Optic Nation pulling out that B was exactly what they needed. However, Faze on it now, and they are going to pick this one up at the hands of Apathy. He did have some help behind him. Wasn't able to see which Faze player that was. Sensor trying to move in there and grab that cap as well. He gets taken out. Karma still behind them in the closet. Pops out, picks up 1 kill, and now going to get another one there. Karma just slaying here. That's 3 down with only Embos up for Optic Nation. A nice Semtex at the hands of Embos is going to keep Karma off the A flag.
Every time FaZe have pushed that A flag, they haven't had a trophy system, so it's very easy for Nation to just keep throwing them off it. But there is another player on it. I believe it's actually Killer. In fact, he's gone down, but Killer is on the B flag right now. They are losing that A flag. He needs his teammates to get a couple of kills here. He's so close to capping that B flag. Does get it, but it's just going to be a little moment of relief because they have lost both home flags here, and that is going to be the end of the first half.
85-63 is going to be the first half there. 22 points in favor.
Karma just got 18 kills.
Yeah, like it was nothing, too.
18 and 10. That is... That's pretty impressive, I'm not going to lie.
No, that's very impressive, considering that Killa and Embos only have 14 combined. As Optic Nation struggling in the slaying category, Miracles is really the only one in double digits that was able to put it up for his team. I will say Ricky's got 4 caps to his name, but consider that 2 of those are home base flag caps off the get-go. It's not like he's been doing a lot of work for his team. All of these players need to step up. And now in the second half here with 4 minutes and 36 seconds left on the clock, they've got to make it happen. I mean, there's still, as you said, plenty of time left for Nation to try and reduce his deficit, 88-67. But it is going to come down to this initial B flag scrimmage, if you will. Embos is just running around in circles trying to find someone. He saw the gunfire. There is one. That was Apathy. Looks to the left-hand side. Nice two-piece. As he gets the kill on Karma. The third in the middle. Embos! Get that, honey.
That was Parasite. Embo's really starting to heat up.
Yeah.
You say he wasn't playing very well, but there's a 4th kill.
Heard me.
That's Apathy. One more up top.
One more, he's got it.
Embos.
Nope.
No, not going to happen.
Seemed like he was going to be able to spot that one, but not able to do it as we jump on board with Ricky Optic Nation trying to get something going here in the second half. As now they're trying to get set up nicely, but Apathy and Sense are going to knock 2 Optic Nation players down as Ricky is trying to get some shots in there. 2 FaZe players over there. He's not going to be able to pick up either one of them in time. He did get a kill there on Parasite, but it was too little too late as now FaZe has hit 100 points.
And Killer is jumped on the B flag as well as Ricky on the A flag. You see that highlighted on the minimap. And Killer's actually jumped off that a little bit too soon. That flag's going to be neutral. Can Killer get B? This could be big for Optic Nation. They could turn this around with a trip cap. FaZe not really sure where to go, and that is going to be a trip cap. 3 players go down for FaZe. Now it's all going to be on that A flag. Killer, really the only player who can try and get a couple of kills here. There's Sensor, but not going to happen. Sensor turns and gives him the business.
And jumping on with Embos, trying to get some shots on there. Only picked up a hit marker. Now he's trying to reposition himself. He knows he's got a player over there, but he can't pull up the kill. Finally, Miracles is going to come in and pick it up for him. That was Parasite. As now Embos moving in. They've got a nice setup with B and C. They could definitely just control B and C and be fine to take the lead back, so they don't need to play too aggressive, and that is why you see him not pushing into A. However, 2 players down, both Embos and Killa out of here, as Miracles is going to have to pick up some kills here, able to pick up 1. But he has trapped him over there enough with Embos back on B. Beautiful Semtex by Embos, by the way. So nice setup here. Optic Nation, if they can hold this, they're going to be fine and dandy.
This is fantastic play by Miracles as well. I need to mention 18 kills. Embos, he has 18 kills now as well. He's picked things up so much since we called him out in that first side for a pretty poor performance. Karma really has been shut down as well. He's still at 24, so not really been able to slay as much as he would like. 2.5 minutes left. It's 114 to 108. Optic Nation, they will come back into this game, but you see really smart play from Killer. He's backed all the way up to his home flag. He knows FaZe is going to be pushing it, but that was a must-win gunfight. Apathy is going to take it, and there's going to be no one there from Nation who can defend that C flag. If I'm Nation now, you have to make plays towards A.
Absolutely. Embos getting a nice shot there as Sensor going to pick up a kill for himself. We switch over on board with Killa. And they've got to watch out. The map is split now as you've got FaZe that controls both A and C. They were able to get behind it. Parasite now proned out. He's going to get taken out. That's a big kill by Embos as Karma just up here top broken. Not a player you want in top broken. That was a big pickup by Ricky to just knock him out of there. So control of the map here in favor of Optic Nation.
5-point game.
And it is only a 5-point game.
What a way to start off MLG Season 3 Finals, the first ever game here at the MLG TV Arena, and it looks like it is going to go all the way down to the wire. Parasite tries to jump on that B flag. He is going to get challenged. A couple of Optic Nation players coming. He's going to have it neutral, though. This could be big. Can he get the cap? He's jumped off it just a little too soon, and 4 players go down. Optic Nation now could just jump on that flag and easily pick it up. You see where FaZe are spawning on the top of that map over at C. Ricky just needs to stay true in this position. He should be able to pick up a couple of kills.
A very critical point there for Optic Nation to knock 4 FaZe players down, giving him the B flag with no problem at all. Empos picking up a kill there. And Optic Nation turning it around as he does the dirty on Parasite with a headshot, top broken. Empos, a very, very rough start in the first half. It's just come alive here in the second half. He's even positive now. And Optic Nation figuring it out. Karma's going to get taken out there, 138 to 137, 140 to 137. 42 seconds left on the clock. Time dwindling down. Optic Nation doing everything they can to hold on to B.
Oh, fantastic play from Ricky. He's in such a big power position right now. Faze are going to need to take him down if they're going to have any chance of capping B. They have been able to do so. 30 seconds left. It's a 6-point game. Sensor trying to make some plays over at B. Shuts down one. There's going to be a couple more plays in front of him, though. Trophy system goes down. That's definitely going to help, but I don't think he's going to be able to pick up the kills.
No such thing there. As Sensor is going to be able to grab this B. He does have the trophy system out, but 14 seconds left. It is not going to be enough here, as it's going to be Optic Nation that's going to take game number 1 over Faze, and you got to give it up for him. They had a rough start in the first half. Killa certainly didn't perform how he would have liked to have performed in that match, but Optic Nation, your game 1 winners there. And Miracles just did the choke because Faze, yeah, they did. Faze choked. You know, Faze had a pretty solid lead in the first half. They were playing well. You had Karma that had, 18 kills at the end of the first half. I mean, he was on fire. He was on pace to hit 36. He slowed down, only finishing with 29. I say only lightly, obviously.
Big thing, though, was Embos.
Yeah,
Embos finishing with 26
Embos
kills.
Was dead in the first half.
And Miracles, just a consistent game for him. He was picking up some big kills. But
once he threw the red dot on the Vector, he started bringing the business there. So great game by Optic Nation in that first match.
That's the confidence that they're going to need as well. Because, absolutely. Talking about what we said earlier on, Optic Nation haven't lost a search and destroy against Faze all season long. And if they can pick this up, add that to what Crimsic said on the analysis desk, saying, he expects Nation to pick up the blitz. This could be a 3-0 to Optic Nation, which I don't think anybody would have expected.
Obviously the respawn games, the domination games for them, Faze needs to pick those up. I mean, that's their bread and butter. That's their wheelhouse. You've got to pull those ones out. Now that they did it, you go into a search and destroy game number 2 with Optic Nation, Killa and company. You know how it is, man.
They're very,
I worry
very
about
talented.
And obviously, Krim making a very valid point there for game 3. But we'll see if the tides can turn and if we see anything unexpected happen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back to bring you game number 2 after this quick commercial break.